Okay, this will probably be a series of short videos, each one dealing with something else, can show you what to do to start up the mower, the rider mower, the regular mower, and the edger. Like I said, it'll probably be a series of short videos. Alright, the first thing that needs to be done is you're going to turn the key to the start. You got to make sure that this lever is located in the fully upright position, and that this one here is located in the parking position, and that the brake pedal is fully depressed, and that we're in neutral. So when you go to start the machine, you have to, aside from turning the key and such, turning the key to the start, you have to push up on this lever right here, because that controls the choke. So you push up until the machine kicks over and starts. So here we go, and I'm going to see if I can somehow hold this phone and record myself starting the machine. So here we go. Right now, I don't know why it's not staying started. As I do this, I'm also moving this handle up and down to adjust the choke. Right now, we're at a pretty low position, and that's part of the reason that it shuts off. I don't know if you can hear me, but you know that it's started. Okay, so I got her out of the shed, and in order to get it out, you have to put it in reverse. Right here, that's forward and reverse. You got to have the brake fully depressed to put it into reverse. And there's forward. The brake is fully depressed, and you let up on the brake, the machine moves. Okay? One thing I didn't mention, in order to keep the engine running, whenever you're going to park it, you have to move this handle to the park position with the brake fully depressed, and let go of the brake. The machine will continue to run. There was one thing I forgot to check, and that's how much gasoline I got in the machine. So you just lift this up, take a look at the tank. You can usually see through the tank. You see how much gas is moving. Right now I got about an inch and a half of gas in the tank. Now you never get off the machine, with the blades actually rotating. Never do that. Okay, so to recap, the engine is started by pushing up on this lever here between the turtle and the rabbit. Just a little bit, you just push up a little bit like so as it's cranking, and then when it starts, you kind of like leave it there or push up just a little bit further. And then the cranking is just like starting a car, with the key. and you got to make sure that this parking brake is on and that this is in neutral. There's the brake. It takes a little bit of power to push up on that brake, so you got to be you know, ready to push real hard. Okay, and you got to make sure the mower blade is in the fully raised position, and after the engine starts up and you're getting ready to cut, then you pull outward on this lever and you put it down into the low position down there. There is one lower position, but you don't want to cut the grass at that height. This is about the lowest that you want to cut it. Is right there at the low position. Maybe sometimes you might want to leave it a little bit higher. Depends on how dry it is or how much water it's getting. And again, before you even do any of this stuff, you need to raise the hood and check the gasoline status. See how it is, and if you can't see through the tank down there at the bottom just to see how much gas you got, then I think you can look down through here by taking it off. Yeah, definitely. And you just take a peek down in there and see how much gas you got. You don't want to run it dry, okay? And right now it's almost there. All right, anything else, give me a call, let me know, and I'll try to give you an answer. Right now I'm gonna go get the other mower and explain how that works. Okay, so the other mower, which we're gonna use to do around the pool area because the rider mower doesn't fit over there. Pull it out here to the open, and it's fairly simple on the starting procedure. You have to push on this bulb right here. Push it 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the other thing you gotta do is, first of all, perhaps make sure you got enough gasoline in it. And it's got a little bit. We'll see if it should be able to start with just a little bit. Okay, so then you hold down this handle right here, the top handle. Pull it down and you pull on the rope. That's it, 3 times and it should start. If it doesn't start by the 3rd time, then you either don't have enough gasoline in the tank, or you got to push that little bulb another 6 times. Okay, so I've cut with the small lawnmower and the big one now, right? Again, the small one, this, in order to start it, you got to have this down like so, and then after you start it and it gets going, then you pull up on this so that drives the front wheels. You see the front wheels start turning all by themselves, and that'll pull you along. Don't forget to check the gas before you start it, and don't forget that you got to push that little button there, the red button right there, 6 times in order to start it. 6 times we usually do it, right? So you push it in, let it come back out, push it in, let it come back out 6 times before you start it. And it should start by about the 3rd pull, no problem. And then the big rider mower, again, you have to have that cutting lever all the way up in the upper position, not the position that it's in right now. You need to have that all the way up in the top position. It takes a little bit of strength to pull it up there, make it go up. And you got to have this, don't have to have it in neutral, but it's best to have it in neutral. And there's the parking brake. And the parking brake, you're going to move it from here up to like number 5 or number 6. Don't go any faster than that. Number 6 will really just jerk you out of your seat almost when you let go of the brake. So that's about it on those. Again, the starter, the key, always make sure that that key is in the off position once you get done. Otherwise you'll kill the battery. Okay? And the choke, you're going to run that up. You'll feel that there's like a little place here right there where it goes into like a little detent. You can see the detent right there that it goes up into. Okay? And that would be the normal starting position, except that down here in Florida, since it's so warm, then you got to work your way up like that to find the place where it'll just crank and start up. Right? That's about it for all of these. Don't be scared when you turn on the blade. Oh, I overrode. When you go into reverse, you don't have to stop the blade, because I took out that sensor and overrode it, so you could actually cut in reverse. So be careful if somebody's standing behind you when you're cutting, and then you're going to go into reverse. Be careful, because the thing's cutting. Don't ever let anyone come near the blades. And the blade is on this side right there, and over here on this side. Okay, so I'm almost out of battery power. I'm going to give you a quick explanation on this edger. And the edger is very simple to run. Again, it's got that little bulb there that you push to get gas into the carburetor. Let me find it. It's different everywhere you go. Okay, so there's a little bulb right there that you push to get gas into the carburetor. You're going to push that about 10 times, I would say 10 times, and then crank it up. I don't want to crank it up right now because I'm going to put a new filter on it before I use it this time. But also you got to make sure you got enough gas in it. Here's the gas right here, and there's the bulb to crank it. And when you crank it, this is the choke right here. This is the choke. So you need to have it in this position, I think, in order for it to start. And I'll try to film the start of it. I got to go get this battery charged up again. And the last thing again is the trimmer, or what the hell do you call this, the edger. Like I said before, you push on this little ball right here, push on that little ball 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. You set this to the choke position right here, to the choke position over there. And I forgot before to say something about this handle right here. You got to hold this handle up here like so, and then you're going to crank. And try to hold this camera and crank at the same time. Let's see if I can. So the reason you hear it running rough is because the choke needs to be set again. that's how to do that. There you go. And now the choke has been set. And as you can see, the blade going around. And what you do is you take it up to the sidewalk that you're trying to trim at, like so, and then you start putting down the blade. Again, I'm going to try to hold this as steady as I can. And here's the adjustment right here. You pull it out, and you set it into one of these holes here. The more you pull it towards you, the lower the blade goes into the ground. You see right there. You see right there the blade going into the ground. So you don't want to go in real deep, but you want to go in deep enough to make like a groove along the edge of the grass. Then to shut it off, just release the handle, and that's it. And then put this back where it belongs there. Again, the way this works is like so. You pull it out like so, and you put it in one of these slots, and the deepest point is right there. That's the deepest point. Otherwise it goes into one of these slots, and that should do it. I don't think there's anything else to show you. Good luck.